But here, live on the Mana Symbol channel, what we're going to do is play a little bit of Abzan Squirrelblade. So we just played Bant Stoneblade and Bant Squirrelblade with one copy of Toski, Bearer of Secrets. I am not super impressed with this card, but if I was going to play this card, I firmly believe that the way to do it is with a good number of creatures, especially ones that can be evasive. To wit, we're playing it with 4 copies of Lingering Souls. Holy crap. This card was a staple of Modern about 3.5 years ago for a while, especially in a deck called Mardu Pyromancer, which I super enjoyed. And it's possible that this is a good new shell for it. We're also playing 4 Liliana the Veil. We've got some excellent removal in the Abzan colors. We've got Kyle's Guile and a Maelstrom Pulse. No Assassin's Trophies or Abrupt Decays in the main deck, though we have some stuff in sideboard. And then we've got the super heavy disruption of black. We got 6 discard spells, 4 Inquisition, 2 Thoughtseize. We got some Fatal Pushes and Paths and some Hierarch. So we're very much ready for the play to the board creature metagame. What we're not super ready for in the main deck of this deck, if I had to guess, was any mid-range decks that are going to go way over the top of us with huge value and or control. But it is possible we'll nickel and dime them through their removal pieces with Inquisition and Thoughtseize. Maybe we can use Stoneforge Mystic to deploy a sword or a Batterskull along with a Tarmogoyf, along with some Lingering Souls, and manage to grind them out. So I don't have super high hopes about how good this deck is, but I do think I'm going to enjoy playing it for sure. Noble Hierarch's an interesting choice. Does not tap for black in our Liliana the Veil deck. So we do have to be careful in the early game to try to set up to have double black, which is probably going to make us a little bit more vulnerable to Blood Moon overall, although having the Hierarch maybe will help us. Probably not. Blood Moon decks usually packing a bunch of bolts, but if we have a Tarmogoyf or a Stoneforge Mystic in play beforehand, we might be able to pull it through with that. So we'll see. Sideboard looks interesting. We've got some Torpor Orbs. This is very helpful against all sorts of crazy end of the battlefield decks. Doesn't help you against too much from Heliod, so it's definitely not for that matchup. For that, I think we're just going to hope that being a pile of removal is good enough. Plague Engineer helpful in that matchup, and a few others where you can call human especially. You got Leyline of the Void for the graveyard decks, Collective Brutality for burn and or some of the control decks. So let's hop into a league and see how she goes. Can we replace the Toski with an Umezawa's Jite and confuse everyone who thought that Moto worked? No, because it does? It's the only thing I can say to you, friend. I'm definitely on board for the uncard sort of Jiggy and Wiggy, by the way. Can we test it? Later. Ooh, Dylan MTG, who's currently 2-0. Wild. And they 5-0'd on 8-Whack, or was published today? I don't understand what you mean, Roy. How is that missing the doctor? Or do you mean... So we have no green mana in this hand. Toski's looking a little clunky. We've got a lot of 3-drops. So I'm going to mulligan that. And that looks much better. Got a turn 2 Liliana in this hand. Followed by Inquisition Thoughtseize. Although probably the better thing to do is Inquisition, Thoughtseize. Inquisition on turn 1, Thoughtseize on turn 2. Yeah. Opponent did mulligan to 6. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. We actually kind of might be in business here. Opponent says, I didn't know you knew how to play those colors. I'm saying to my opponent, I play all the colors, usually all at once. I feel like my MO, hopefully my calling card is to be the 4 and 5 color player. That's where I'm happiest. So I think I'd just taken the Charbelcher. All right. Okay. Interesting choice against the discard deck. So we need to dodge Undercity Informers and Belchers for a turn or two. Yeah. The thing is, Liliana's been discarding some of their lands, so Aggro Mauling is in fact an instant. But they don't have double black. So we should get a free attack with Hierarch this turn. They also have a Haggard Brood Pit in play, so they haven't held on to all of them. 2, I want to discard the second Liliana. Yeah, probably. Discard Sphere of the Suns. Wild. Yo, clock 'em. Clock 'em, Noble. Clock 'em. Zap. So they had an Emeria. I don't think that they have another untapped land in hand. That's a pretty okay draw. So they're on a 3-turn clock right now. But I think we just Liliana minus immediately and put them on 2 lands. I don't think there's any world in which that's not correct. I suppose I could attack them and draw a card first. See if I hit a discard spell, which would make it a little cleaner. So they're at 7. I have 5. Souls makes it 4, but then adds 2, so it's 6. It's not lethal. Stoneforge gets me Sword of Feast and Famine, which can equip and kill them. Yeah, okay. So let's just put them on 2 lands. Should be GG. So have white, or 1 black and the sword. Yeah. Because they need black mana to cast the Undersea Informant or Balustrade Spy. Yeah. Should be money here. Cash money? Yeah. Free real estate, baby. There's a pool in the back. I think that's a concession. I think they're conceding to lethal. They are. Cool. So we got game 1 against the Old Menace. All right, we can bring in Torpor Orb here. It stops Balustrade Spy, although not Undercity Informer. So we'll think about this one. Damping Sphere slows them down a little bit. but not a huge amount. Plague Engineer could stop the Narcomoebas from coming out. It's not super helpful. Collective Brutality is great because basically it's just going to take a land out of their hand. We have tons of removal to cut, so that's great. Kaya's Guile's fine. Maelstrom Pulse, probably not. And Toski? You don't know the deck. Are we cutting removal? We're cutting all the removal against Oops All Spells. I mean, they're playing Belcher in this list, but I'm not super worried about that. I think Torpor Orb's good. Torpor Orb means they can't get Sword of the Meek into play to sacrifice for Salvage Titan. It also means they can't Balustrade Spy, so it takes away half of their ETB, or half of their flip their deck over things. And Leyline is 100% essential. Oh, we can bring in Trophy as land destruction. And maybe we will keep 2 souls. This much equipment's probably not necessary. All right, we'll try it this way. I don't know if it's perfect, but I like going down on Stoneforges and a little bit down on equipment. I think Liliana's probably pretty damn good. I'll keep this on the draw. Pretty likely to hit one of my 22 lands in the first couple turns. We have turn 1 Hierarch anyway, and we got the Leyline. Opponent mulls to 6. Should be good here. Nice and clean. Opponent mulls to 5. Opponent mulls to 4. Alright. Looks like their deck beat itself. Oops. All spells. Who's ready for concession to Leyline? Anyone ready for concession to Leyline? I know I am. Whee! He says, I can never get a good hand against you. It's crazy. Shock the Academe. Pentag Prison. Yikes. So they have all the mana they need. None of these cards can take Belcher. So... well, Inquisition first, and if their hand is not cooperative, we can still play Tarmogoyf. I think that's the way to play this turn. Fuck. Okay. Well, that's going to be a problem. Opponent says they can never get a good hand against me. Proceeds to have that. Yeah. Other card was not a land? Or are they bluffing? I've got the Liliana anyway, so this is the best way to knock the other card out of their hand, I guess. And I just need time to try to draw Maelstrom Pulse or Assassin's Trophy. Discards Creeping Chill. Okay. They have plenty of whiffs in their deck. They need an untapped land specifically. Okay. Okay. Here we go. RNG me, baby. He declares. Respect opponent for the playing this deck the way it wants to be played. Got him. Damn it. Yeah. All right. Let's see how they sideboarded. They did bring in Nature's Claims. Can we put a goddamn instant into the graveyard? No, I leyline them. And I'm not playing an awful lot of instants in that game, but it really didn't matter, Larynx. Like, if we had been up another 2 or 3 damage, I mean, maybe it would have translated into me winning the next turn. But, you know, they had the Belcher. Okay, so I guess I need this back. Oh my god. No, I should keep the Kai's-Go. I mean, I understand, but like, there's nothing I can do about it, man. I guess Torpor Orb might not be as good as I thought it was. It's a little less relevant with the Leyline. All right. Just got to be more lucky than that. Oh, I'm optimistic too, Roy. But they mulled a 4, so that's like really frustrating. They had the Pantad Prism the turn before I could take it. Yeah, this is probably about as good as our hands are gonna get. I mean, that's actually not true. That's not true at all. But I think this is fine. Shit, they kept us 7. Well, this is how we won game 1. Okay. Okay. I'm just saying they were able to do it with as few resources as they had, Roy, because most of the time combo decks would have folded to the amount of disruption we were able to provide, but their deck is a bunch of 1-card combos, so that doesn't work that way. It's fine. I mean, it's, you know, it's clearly a very reasonable power level deck right now because, you know, it's not. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, we're not dead, which is good enough for the moment. But we could be dead quick, very easy. Yeah, we could easily be dead on turn 3 here, and there is nothing I can do about it. Just flat nothing. I should have mulliganed more aggressively for H pieces, but I don't know. It's just so difficult to guarantee that you're gonna find the right one. So if I drop in sword this turn, it means I get 2 discards next turn. If I Liliana this turn, I can't attack next turn with the sword anyway. So we're just assuming that they're gonna go for Belcher here. If they have the spy, we're just toast. There's nothing I can do. Just nothing. Flat nothing. I mean, holding up my mana means maybe they play around me having Kaya's Guile. So maybe they just decide to Belcher instead of Spy. But I'm assuming they're just going to rip it. Yeah. Okay, I think we're dead. Yeah, we're done. All good. Opponent was on 2-0, so good stuff. Lost to Neobrand last time we played against it, and we lost to Oops this time we played against it. Yeah, I mean it's not even it's not even about them being like linear so much as it's like, I mean maybe it is. Because Storm would probably kill us on most of the decks we've been playing too. I haven't seen Storm much at all, and I can't really explain why. I feel like a lot of the decks I've been playing would just get eaten by Storm. Well, whether the Storm is not a good card against Storm, period. Whether the Storm has never been a good card against Storm. No, and it's not a great card against Blue-Red Prowess anymore. For once upon a time it was, but it's just a yikes. I guess I could keep this on the draw in the dark. Nothing changed. It's just gaining life against these decks that can hammer you so hard. I mean, I even fairly early on I started cutting that card against those decks because it wasn't that good. It was good against Burn, but even they have Skullcrack a lot of the time, so I can't do everything I want with my mana in this hand. Assuming my Noble Hierarch dies, I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. But whether the Storm was better against Burn than it ever was against Prowess, it was okay against the mono red Prowess, but once they shifted to blue red, I don't know. I felt like, oh no, it's gonna be Inverter. I guess that means I can abuse my life total. Try to get this Stoneforge into play. Getting Godless Shrine this turn means it's going to be easier for me to get... Fuck, man. Shit. We just lost to Oops, and we're getting curved out by whatever blue-black nonsense this is. Off their basics, too. Oh, it's Esper. Okay. Alright. Alright. Well, at least I have a card to play. Yeah, this is going to be really hard. I mean, this Spell Snare was particularly brutal right there. Esper Charm to draw 2. Sure. Chase? Sure. That's really surprising. I think that was perhaps not correct. No force. Still surprising. Yeah, we lost it. We lost to Oops, and now we're against a really nice curve out from Esper, but we can take this. Liliana not doing us so many favors yet. Hopefully they don't just have the Teferi right now. If they do, yeah, it would have been. Are they gonna upkeep Kaya's Guile me? No. Gross. Please no. What the hell was that? No más, por favor. No más. Yeah, I know. I did too, Roy. I did too. Okay. What is happening? No! Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've played a Liliana deck. I was like, do I want to activate it? No, no. They fucked me up with the, oh my god. They kind of screwed me up with the upkeep, like, fetch. But I definitely screwed up by not activating the Liliana first. Because I wanted to cast the second Lingering Souls. Yeah, alright. Just absolutely crushed. Good lord. We're never coming back from that. Holy shit. Alright. So no Veils. We've got Brutality. I really don't like this card against control decks, though. This sideboard seems really bad against control. Actually, the main deck does too. I think we're supposed to keep the Tarmogoyf, probably, but oh man. This is really rough. Oh, Kaya's Guile we don't need here. And we don't need so many pushes and paths. Problem is we just don't have enough stuff to board in. Feels like there's not an actual plan for control. Plague Engineer for more threats? Keep one push, I guess. I mean, we had a sketchy mull to 6 there, and they just totally crushed us, so it might be a lot more even this game. We'll see. But seems like this is going to be a really rough matchup just all the way. But I'm not sure. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My opponent also hit me with a no you on the hey there, good luck and have fun, which you gotta love. I almost think I should keep this. Turn 2 Liliana could just take us all the way. It's just so unlikely to stick. It's not that unlikely. But if they have a force, yeah, might as well. We need to top deck fire, but we can do that. Or not. Maybe we can find a better matchup. No, 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 no. Fuck. All right. Yeah, this is now officially awful. Just because there's just so many 2-mana counters in Modern in general. I mean, that deck usually just plays the mana leaks, but now they also, I mean, not now. They do also have access to we'll just jam one Liliana this turn, and then next turn we have Inquisition into Liliana. Hopefully that works. If this one doesn't, but sorry, they also have access to Force of Negation. That was what I wanted to say. So even if we, oh my, well, maybe we're seeing a force here. Perhaps. It's also possible they have an eliminate. We'll see. Nope. Interesting. Is turn 3 Liliana on the play going to be good enough? I very much have my doubts. But surely this turn, I will plus my Liliana first before I do anything else. Probably just discard this Plague Engineer. Yeah, I think so. I guess if they have Snap on their opt, probably ditch the Liliana. Because then what I can do is Inquisition them and see where to go from there. I'm not 100% sure that I'm doing this right, but I think this is the higher risk, higher reward direction to go. Discards Mystic Gate. I'm guessing maybe they Esper Charm me here? Just knock me down to 0 cards? Nope, they're just going to draw 2. Okay. Yeah. This, oh my god. 2 Jaces and Teferi. Well, fuck. So, play Plague Engineer on human and be very sad. Oh my god. And yes, they also had a land. A human. They could be playing Mentor. Click? Yeah, I don't think so. Could be playing Brazen Boar, that doesn't share any creature types. I'm not worried about Click if they're playing Click. I just don't care. They plus they brainstorm with Jace. It's so disrespectful. But opponent, what if I top deck a sword? Alright. Rats. So I'm not going to be able to kill this Jace, and then I'm not going to be able to kill the Teferi. Oh boy. Although, oh my god. Brutal. They put the Teferi on top. Fuck. Oh, of course they would. Of course they would. Why wouldn't they? Yeah, exactly right. Cries in Black X mid-range. Oh, man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Tuck the Liliana? It's gotta be, right? Can't imagine how they could make another play than tuck the Liliana. Oh, they haven't activated their Jace. They could bounce my Plague Engineer and tuck the Liliana. Yeah. They lose their Jace, but then they basically ensure their Teferi is going to stick around. And they have the... they don't have the backup Jace. I put it in the... I discarded it there, but... Yeah. All right. Excuse me? It's doing that bug. There we go. There we go. All right. So we got their Teferi and both their Jaces. We're going to draw Liliana this turn. They have an Esper Charm, though. They could draw step Esper Charm me. I think. Unless they discarded it to the Liliana. Let's see. Nope. Doesn't look like it. Oh, no, even worse. Okay. We do have a Liliana coming up next, so maybe. But this is insane. Huh. It turns out their deck is even better at doing what our deck is supposed to do than we are. To be fair, this game we drew 0 copies of Lingering Souls, which would have been excellent at multiple opportunities, but oof. My god. Alright, here's my Liliana. Counter it so I can go home. Yeah. Oh, that's not a counter. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely done here. Jesus. Not even close. Turn 1 Fatal pushes both games, and it's just not a chance. Funny that our match against Oops All Spells was actually a lot more interesting and close. Well, I mean, we just got crushed by the best control deck in the format, so. Alright, if opponent is on Etron, this could be a fun one. So I need to fetch Shock if I want the turn 3 Liliana. No, I need to fetch Shock if I want to play Hierarch into Liliana. But I could get a basic swamp with that. Cool. Yeah, Esper's the best control deck in the format. It's been... Omelet's not a control deck. Omelet's a combo deck. We've been over this, Robert. No, Amulet's not doing that well right now. I mean, it's fine. Like, I'm not saying it's doing badly. It's very good. But it's not doing that well in competitive events. It's fine. Again, like, I think they even won... That archetype has even won a competitive event within the last little while. But, like, it wasn't putting as many copies into the top 8s and stuff as it had been previously. Blast Zone. Okay. Okay. That's a pretty good draw. Lucy. Lucy. Cranking the Blast Zone. Sure. So if they have a Goy, or not a Goy, if they have a Smasher and they attack my Liliana, they can get through at her for 1 right now. And then she could Edict without dying. So I think I'm happy to just pass here. Even though they have the Blast Zone threatening my Goyf, I'm okay with that. And then if we get the Kaya's Guile up, we'll be okay. I would really not like to see... Holy crap. I was just going to say I didn't want to see a Thought-Knot Seer. That's a lot more problematic. That is 0 amount of fun, opponent. Please, no. Maybe they have a second Thought-Knot? Oh my god. Jesus. I have to draw something. Come on. Oh my god. Why? Okay. So does Goyf eat it, or are they cranking up to go after the Liliana? I should attack here. There's just way too many reasons that Liliana's gonna die anyway. They've got the Blast Zone. If they want to pop the Goyf now, they can. If they want to kill the Liliana, they can. This turn, there's no value to holding it back. Okay. Yeah, they popped it. So they were just still holding on to it. They took the 4 damage just in case they got to take out a Stoneforge as well. They got 9 mana here. Fuck. Yep. Yep. Sky Sovereign. Fuck. Yeah. Oh my god. How many lands do we draw? Okay, I fetched twice. Maybe 3 times? Because I know I discarded at least one of those. Oh my god. It's fine. Not worth concerning ourselves with. So we've got Trophy and probably Damping Sphere. I don't like Damping Sphere, but... I don't particularly like Damping Sphere here, but... It's probably better than nothing. Souls plus Toski... It feels like this is the matchup for that. I just have no idea what to cut. Like, everything seems pretty okay. Maybe it's the Hierarchs. Especially against the Chalice deck, I want less dead cards. And Hierarch's good if we need to go fast, but we just need to have more disruption there. Path is fine. Maybe we can cut some Inquisitions, but I don't even think that makes a lot of sense. Maybe Tarmogoyf and Damping Sphere. I don't want that many Damping Spheres. 2 is probably okay. But it doesn't actually win us the game. Like, it just kind of messes them up, but not really. So... yeah, we're getting thumped. All right. I mean, about as good of a hand as one might be able to ask for. Which is a little sad. They keep their 7. Oh, you don't like to see that. Chalice map. Ballista. They've got tower and power plant, temple wastes. I think I'm taking the map. Because I don't care about the chalice or the ballista too much. Because the ballista is like slightly annoying, but my plan is to go Stoneforge into Batterskull. I suppose I could have let them keep the map and taken a walking ballista because I have the damping sphere, but the way I want to curve out it'd be forever before I cast the damping sphere, so if they had turn 3 Tron, it would force me to sequence in a way that's like pretty poor. Of course, we draw a 1-mana spell right there. Yeah. It's not the green land I wanted. Ah, good. The matter reshaper of Etron. So we'll give them a shot at the Tron land here. Oh no. That member. Yeah. Okay. Jeez. That's a draw. Hey!
You can run, but you can't glide.
Welcome, Dylan and friends. Hopefully you managed a 5-0 on that league after thoroughly crushing me. Oh no. The Ballista. You got Dream Crushed right after. Serves you right. I mean, that sucks, dude. Shame. Shame. That's so tough. I don't know what to say. We're super screwed against Tron here. So it looks like we've got a nice 0-3 league going here with Abzan's Squirrelblade. I have not been loving this version of Abzan. I want to, but it is really... Have a good one, man. This really let me down. And I thought the Beatles told these guys to not let me down. Don't let me down, they said. Don't let me down. Oh, great! My equipment's now irrelevant. Uh-huh. I did see that deck. I mean, I'm not really interested in playing anything like that. Just because it looked a lot like the white Hogak deck before, but like in a new iteration. It was kind of neat though. It was very surprising to see that. Yeah, just on a nice 0-3 right to the gutter. Our previous Bant League, we were on the path to 5-0, but I got Dream Crushed after 3-0 as well. This one's going a lot less well. Gutter ball. Dow. See you, Roy. All right, round the fourth 03 bracket. Let's go, baby. Oops, all spells was the only games we were able to win. This hand really sucks. I'm gonna mulligan it. There we go. I can work with this. Now the real question is, if I bottom this land, am I gonna get totally shafted for it? I feel like the answer is almost definitely yes. I'm going to bottom the push on the basis that I have a curve with Inquisition, Tarmogoyf, Lingering Souls. And so hopefully most creature threats should not be a problem at that point. So I can point Inquisition at the removal. My god. Scavenger Ground enters the Exile Zone. This is probably some kind of prison deck or E-Tron again. Let's find out. Yeah, it's a moon deck. Wow. Sorcery, creature, sorcery. All right, so Goyf will be 3 toughness next turn. Which is not good enough. I suppose we can leave them with the anger, just not play the Goyf and play Lingering Souls. We'll see. Yep. For no? For yes. I'm not sure what you... For maybe? 4. No, oh, it is 4. Oh, because there's 3 card types, obviously. Duh. I was counting card types, not the toughness. Yeah. I got it. We can play the card. We're good. Unless they somehow get 5 mana to get that Seasoned Pyromancer out of the graveyard. So, yeah, we're good here. They did not hit a land? I thought they had it. Oh, they don't. Wait. No. Yeah, they didn't. Huh. Interesting. Good top deck. Haven't even shown them the white mana yet. I guess I could have Liliana Plus before combat. See if they ditch a card that's a new card type. Let's see if we get punished for it. I'm definitely ditching the souls just because next turn on 4 mana, I'm likely to be able to empty my hand. So. Discards anger. Okay. Works with me discarding Lingering Souls. Scavenger Ground. If they activate it right away, would be... Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, 4/5 Goyf. Oh. What? Why? Now you have 1 card in hand. What are you doing? Opponent, why? What do you have? Yo, the sickness. Interesting. I don't know what's happening, but I'm okay with it. Smash? Smash. We are not packing a huge amount of answers for Chalice or Moon. Pardon me. Probably could bring in Plague Engineer because there's a good chance they're playing goblins. Also, 1 mana removal is not so great in these matchups just because of the Chalice. Same with the discard. We're just not going to be able to board out enough cards. I guess I could take the Collective Brutalities over the Thoughtseizes? No, I really want the Thoughtseize. Inquisition's not that good. I could take the Brutalities over Fatal Push. And then Brutality is okay because it lets me discard my dead one mana spells for some kind of value. Yep, this is the hand we keep against that deck. They snap off a mull to 6, which is wunderbar. Wunderschönen. I mean, we just jam this Liliana here, right? Turn 2 Liliana. Do 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 do. I think I actually want to ditch the Triome this turn, just because I've got a lot of mana. I guess the big concern is getting Blood Mooned this turn. But this hand has had literally nothing I could have done about it. But keeping the souls means I can at least play the souls next turn. Off the Hierarch. So maybe that'll be good enough if they do Blood Moon. No Stomp. That's good. Need the Hierarch right now. Ramming it up. Opponent's ramming hard. Okay. A timely Chalice. Let's plus this first. I think I'm discarding the Silent Clearing. Well, if I discard Lingering Souls, I could cast Brutality and Souls. I think I'd rather just cast the Brutality and look for if they have a sweeper. Yeah. Now I could discard the souls to this, but again, I'm sandbagging the souls just in case. The Pyretic Ritual and Planebound Accomplice. Okay. Mom's home. Opponent conceded. Weird. Maybe they don't know what Collective Brutality did, because I could not take that Planebound Accomplice. So if they... Oh, I guess, but it costs 4 for them to ritual Planebound Accomplice plus get the Planeswalker down. And so they wouldn't have enough mana without the ritual or a land, but then they also had to draw the Planeswalker. So they just ended up on too low resources too quickly. Which you know. I don't like these plain bound and accomplice versions of mono red prison I've seen recently. This is the second time I've run into one, and does not seem like the right way to go. All right. The final match. Maybe we can get our 50 play points back. Maybe. Let's go, baby. Zhao Ma keeps their 7. I don't think I can keep this one. So let's ship that. It's better. In the dark, I'm going to send the Kaya's Guile. It's probably not right. Send the Lingering Souls. We've got 4 copies of Lingering Souls, so it's like a reasonable shot. We draw it, but if Kaya's Guile is the card we need, we only have the 1, so really nice to have it when we need it. Oh my. Sean with the keep on 7. Not good. Not so good. Holy crap. We gotta take this scrying here. So, in theory, we've kept them off of Tron for a minute. We'll see how long that actually is. Best estimates are less than a minute. They found us Stirrings immediately. And what do they find with it? The power plant? Ugin. Well, that's fun. Okay. So we're missing just one of their 2 draws. They play the Relic. Sure. It's bad for my Goyf, but not so bad for my Gal Friday. Okay. Feast and Famine, definitely where we want to be at if we can tax their resources at all. Nope. Nope. Just snaps off the draw, no problem. And they've got Ugin or play crack O-Stone next turn. It also drew the Wormcoil? No, it's the Ballista, right? They had the Ballista. Right, of course. Of course they did. They can kill my Stoneforge. Basically, I don't have a chance. Push into Goyf gets me effectively nowhere. If they just play the O-Stone, I'm pretty sure I'm just done. So, I don't really know why I'm sticking in this game at all. Yeah, there's no point. We can't beat the O-Stone. O-Stone or Ugin's happening next turn, and either way, there's just nothing we can do about it. We have 3 Damping Spheres, and we have some Assassin's Trophies. Still a little short on sideboard slots again, though. Like, I could bring in Brutality, but I don't really think that's a good idea. Ditto Torpor Orb. I guess I'll bring one in. I almost think I'm supposed to bring in 2 and cut something here. Like, Kaya's Guile is pretty bad, I guess. So just get the second Brutality, but yikes. Yeah, alright. Deck with no Ghost Quarters. Man, I don't know how this person managed to 5-0 with this list. It's been really poor. I mean, how am I supposed to? Yeah, I'm supposed to mulligan that. I mean, there's not. Did they? They kept their 7. Oh my god. No way. All right. Yeah, can't find. Can't find a single hate piece. So this is where we're at. They have Veil. Oh no. Double tower at least. No fetches. Interesting. I gotta take the Spatial Contortion actually. Because if I can't get the Stoneforge going, I'm dead in the water. So hopefully they tap down over the next couple turns. Suppose I could play Hierarch plus the Thoughtseize here. Just get that done with. I think the Stoneforge is better. Though the chances of them tapping down again next turn are pretty low. But getting the Stoneforge into play means I have a game plan immediately. And especially if I draw a land, we're in business. I mean, in business. Okay, they did tap down, although they had a map. Well, get to take another card here. I'm going to have to take these both out, but it's gonna be really hard. Oof. O-Stone's the one they could put in piecemeal, though. So, because of the potential mana efficiency, that's the one I'm taking. We're shocking in Godless Shrine this turn. Mine. Oh, they found a fucking map. No way! Oh my god. So now we have to top deck Assassin's Trophy, I guess? Jeez. Louise. That's unpleasant. Unpleasant. Yeah, that's not what we needed there. And they have 8 mana. So we're just done here. Yikes. That's a way to hit your 1/4, I guess. Hey, Last God, how are things? Better than what I've been dealing with, I hope. Oh, no, they only have 5 mana. Okay. Okay, somehow we could pull through this. One of the cards in their hand is Veil. And then they've got the Sphere. They've got 2 of those. They're looking to see if they draw something cheaper. They could end up putting themselves in trouble here. So they've got Scrying Veil. Sorry, the land they get with Scrying Veil and Ugin. So it's almost impossible for me to get rid of everything. I literally don't know how I could do it, but that's not it. I could have flashbacked the souls before I got in for damage and untapped all my mana. That actually ends up with me in a worse position. So they should just jam their Ugin here and kill me. There's no coming back. We get to keep the sword, but we have no creature lands, no nothing. All right. Okay. Tough one. Quick one for League, though. So that was brutal and awful. This deck is way too all in on being a grindy-ish mid-range deck that's supposed to like fight with other mid-range decks. We've got the Hierarchs in here, which accelerate us to the like Liliana and Lingering Souls, and these cards are just not worth accelerating to. Noble Hierarch boosts a single attacker if we had one, but Lingering Souls and Toski are really incentivizing us to have multiple attackers, so it doesn't even seem particularly good on that axis. So I think the Hierarchs are just generally not where this deck wants to be. And I think this is probably way too much removal, especially with this much discard. Tarmogoyf was awful in that league for this kind of deck. I thought it would be more useful. I guess we played against basically no red decks at all, other than the red prison deck, which we did beat. So this deck had some decks that it could beat, but not so many of them. So I don't know what else to say other than I think Liliana is a bad thing to try to ramp to. Lingering Souls, we basically never even resolved. I think KO Diamonds has a much better knowledge of how to build these decks well. Not to, devalue the accomplishment of this pilot, because they did 5-0 with this. But it's just not doing it for me, and I think it's very vulnerable, and it's just a bit bigger in terms of strategy than like the very aggressive decks. But even Blue-Red Prowess is probably going to beat this a pretty reasonable percentage of the time. Maybe not. Maybe that's the one matchup where this is really, really good, with the combination of cards. But I have no idea. We didn't play it, and woof. Anywho, that is going to be it for me for this evening. So thanks for hanging out, everybody who was here. And if you're in the future on YouTube watching this video, make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and check out any other videos of mine that you would like. Just checking if any of my favorite streamers are live, and they are. So let's send y'all over to Codiamonds.